Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new League Racing highlights. Today we're doing
sure?
WOR and
sure you want to go this
as
low?
the title suggests, it's going to be a
This level,
bit of
right?
a crash
Copy.
test
Sounds good.
demolition derby. We've done approximately half a day of practice for this race.
We're starting. Okay. No, I just want to double check.
It was very much a case of
Can
jump and
you
enjoy. I think
you
all the
get from
drivers
us
kind
into
of
our
knew
view,
what this
please?
race was going to be going
good luck,
into it. And in some ways, even I underestimated the carnage that is going to unfold and wasn't expecting it to be so extreme. But with that being said, you'll
Why am
see
I
as the
turning?
video plays out. We're on the grid with P17 as we opted not to do qualifying, and we've got 5 lights and lights out, and away we go, starting on the hard compound tyres and actually getting a relatively good start, getting up past Jack West, going into turn 1. Looking to keep the middle road. Nicholas Longay looking around the outside. We get blocked by the cars ahead and have to actually go momentarily 3 wide. And that allows Nicholas Longay up the inside as we're running on the exit. 3 wide already, making it 4 wide going down the straight. As you can see, we're going to be late as possible on the brake. Longay sends it in. And now we're still, I think, even 3 wide. And now 2 wide on the exit. What's good, we made up a few positions going into the first turns without taking really too much risk, and it was a good few corners. Yana looking around the outside, and we're kind of forced to look down the inside of Philippe, and were able to sort of maintain good traction and hold on to P16. Jed lets us pass. I presume he has front wing damage, and we're looking to get a slipstream on Philippe Leichneider already. Looking slightly around the outside, but he covers that. We look down the inside, and he hits the back of Longay, and that sort of forces us into a gap that we didn't want to be, so we opt, instead of making contact, to cut the corner, and we didn't really gain any advantage, because like I say, Philippe hit the back of Nicholas trying to defend from us anyway, and I think has front wing damage from that whole situation, so we didn't gain anything by cutting the corner. Was just doing crash avoidance, looking down the straight side by side with Nicholas Longay getting down the inside, but we opt out of that move and decide not to risk really too much on lap 1 by braking late. And there's so much carnage that I knew would unfold in this race that we could take it easy, take it chill, and look to maximize the race as it goes forward. Really difficult to spot braking points on this race as well. I made a mistake with my graphic settings. I definitely want to change this for next time I race this track, and because basically the render distance was making it really difficult to see the brake marker boards, especially while not on the ideal racing line, as we're coming up behind Declan, and you can see straight in the rev limiter, able to brake side by side and get the move done into the final few corners. Also, another thing was my brake pedal. I had a completely wrong setting on my brake pedal, as I recently installed different pedals to my rig in anticipation for the F1 esports season, and I had a wrong setting, so it was really difficult to spot the braking points and was really struggling today on the brakes. As you're going to see coming up behind Dylan, you can see I missed my braking point, and I wasn't actually going for the move. You can see me 100% on the brake, trying to get out of it, and we do make a bit of contact. Was okay. I didn't get any front wing damage, so I apologise to the tap to Dylan, as Yana is now able to get around the outside. But as I was talking about, running a different set of pedals, and yeah, just did not make the right settings on the brake pedal, and was super easy to lock the front tyres, especially around this track. As now later on lap 6, Jano has gone past us, and now we are battling with Thomas Ronha, and side by side down the straight. You can see we're going to hold him to the inside, and we're just going to send it around the outside on the brakes. He had the inside line, but we had the better ability to brake, and we held it clean around the outside in the braking zone and was able to hold on to P14 as we come to the end of lap 6, starting lap 13, and there has been a safety car, and that is very nice for us as we're coming into the pit lane. You can see we're massively under our delta, as with the multiplayer cars, you don't know who you're sharing a pit box with, so I wanted to ensure that no one was going to be occupying the pit box, and I was not going to lose any time or positions in being stuck behind anyone. So that being said, we timed it well, and we did not get held up, and we're going to be able to rejoin back to the track what will look like to be P10 as we're rejoining the track behind Jarno up near. And this is going to be the worst part of the race for me. As you can see, we're following Jarno at a consistent speed, and the game has a throttle limiter.
No!
And that gave me front wing damage, the contact with Jarno. The game has a throttle limiter, and it makes it incredibly hard to predict when the other car is going to speed up or slow down. And yeah, I'm caught out by this. You're going to see in slow motion, you can see I'm running at a very consistent mile per hour, same as Jarno's car is, and all of a sudden the car ahead just slows down, you know. I'm fully on the brake as soon as I realise, but that gave me front wing damage, and to be honest, nothing I could have done, as I was trying to follow the car ahead to stay close underneath the safety car period, as the safety car restart was going to happen. Wow. And then, yeah, the car ahead slowed down, I think due to that throttle limiter thing in the game, which is incredibly hard to predict when it's going to happen. But with that being said, we changed our front wing, and on lap 17, there was another safety car.
Did you see how fast my garage moved?
Yeah, so another safety car came out on lap 17.
Even faster.
So our race was neutralized and actually made okay again. As you can see, safety car coming in, and I was laughing at the fact the pit crew
I literally can't accelerate more.
Second to get out to the pit lane, and that's what you call dedication, getting to serve your car. As you can see, cars are bunching up all the way on the safety car restart, and I'm leaving up plenty of space this time. And I'm really not trying to be close. I'm trying to look after the front wing and get a good restart in this example. You see Jed ahead, and Jack sends it up the inside of Philippe and Louis Welch, aka Padman. And yeah, I just knew it was going to be carnage already, and we're going to make it all of 3 corners before there's another crash. Coming into the apex, you see cars ahead side by side. I brake astronomically early because I understand what's going to happen. Louis Welch gets sent around, and Philippe gets sent around, and yeah, that was always going to happen up into P17, and there's going to be another crash on this lap as well, as we're cutting on lap 20, I mean, not lap 17, P17, lap 20, and there's another crash. 3 cars involved, 4 cars involved, it looks like, and up into P15, and multiple cars have front wing damage ahead, and I'm just going to be laughing, to be honest. Yeah, laughing at this point, because I always knew this race was going to be chaotic and crazy, but this exceeded my levels of expectation going into it, to be honest. And yeah, at this point, as it was all day, to be honest, it was just about enjoying this race, and yeah, it's a funny race, that's for sure, and a lot of experience learned on how to race the Vegas track. So this was the main point of going into this race and doing this race, like I say, alluded to earlier, with minimal practice, as we are behind Team USA. That livery is gorgeous, I have to say. As we're coming onto the straight, you can see he had front wing damage and was able just to fly past on the straight, outbrake him on the inside, and then got the position. Nicely job done, lovely jubbly. Up behind Jed now, as we'll be cutting on to lap 22, and Jed's going to attack against Jack West, and this car is hilarious. Jack pushes Jed into the wall, and they made wheel-to-wheel contact, I think 4 times down that straight, and yeah, I was just completely laughing at this inside. And you can see now they make another load of contact, and Jed spawns in front of me. And yeah, we're able to get the move done. So another 2 places made up, and we're into P11, almost in the points paying position, as we're on now lap 23. And there's cars going 3 wide up ahead.
Yeah, I'm saving battery. I'm getting my popcorn out as well.
You can see I'm saving battery and getting my popcorn out. There's 3 wide ahead, almost 4 wide. And oh my goodness, this is chaotic. And you can see I'm braking about a moon's width too early for that corner, because I do not want to be involved in that fight. Another car's being put in the wall. And final lap of the race, and we're going to be staying on board until the final checkered flag. You can see behind Shanaka Clay, looking just to get a good exit from the corner, right up behind, deploying battery. I was saving all of my battery to try and just fly past people on the straight, and try and get some move done on the final DRS stage. We get smacked from behind. And now we're into P9. The only terminal actually has the fastest lap of the race. Fastest lap, DHL Award King coming back at it. Good old Yoni. But yeah, P9, final lap of the race. This race has been utterly chaotic, and we're going to just look to fly past some people on the straight with the DRS and the ERS that we've been saving. Everyone ahead of us is on minimal battery. They're flashing, what means we have at least a 60% battery advantage compared to them. But it's going to amount to nothing from the straight. As you can see, despite having so much more battery, we just hit the rev limiter too early and we can't do anything. We're in the slipstream with Jack, in the slipstream with Yoni. We hit the rev limiter and there's nothing we can do. We're going to go 3 wide. We're going to semi back out of it. We break semi late and we got pushed into Yoni from Jack on the inside. Look around the outside. Yoni left us the space on the inside. We left him the space on the outside. To be honest, the good part of racing from this race. So respect to Yoni, the DHL fastest lap award king.
Wait, Yardo won?
Yeah, Yardo won. GG to him. And we finished P8. Yeah. Not too much to say about this league race, to be honest. It was just too much chaos and too much drama. We always knew it was going to be like this going into it, but did not anticipate for it to be this much. But it was a funny race, a funny video to make anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed watching this race back. But I hope never for a league race to be like this again. Yeah. So that being said, I'll catch you on Wednesday night for the PSGL finale on Abu Dhabi live on my streaming page. And yeah, live on YouTube in a few days after with the highlights video. With that being said, glad to actually everyone. Ciao, ciao. Goodbye.